All right, let's just go and get started. Hello, everybody. Silicontent here. Welcome back to another stream. You can read the title and figure out what we're gonna be doing, which is I don't know either. So let's just go and get started. So here we are. We've been working on this game for a few streams now. One of those streams is on YouTube, so if you have not seen that stream, make sure to go check it out if you want. We made a few changes, like for instance, well, not a few. We worked on power-ups and we got that system starting to work. We also dealt with the way the water works. And this is something, these are the things that I did off stream, because I did a few things off stream as well. But I started by readjusting this tile here so that it is an auto tile. I actually just recently found out these existed, and this is pretty useful. So you know, it just kind of, depending on the way that we draw it, it will change. See, easy as that. So we don't have to, you know, switch between them constantly whenever we're drawing. The pipe background is the same as it always was, just there. Once again, this is all temporary art. I don't know when I'm going to change it, if I'm going to change it, because of the fact that I suck at drawing. Something that I do eventually want to do in the near future is change the sponge, because right now he's literally been like this for his entire existence. The first stream he's looked like that. But anyways, so the first thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to refactor this a tiny bit, and I wanted to make sure that this connects there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So another thing that I did was I changed up the HUD. So now the water bar isn't its own separate thing. Now it is a part of the canvas layer parent called the HUD, which will contain a bunch of other stuff, including this placeholder power-up icon I just made. Here's the water bar that I came up with, and then as we were kind of talking about in that sketch, we could put, you know, like lives and collectibles and stuff like that down there. For now, we don't have that. We also have those. I'm gonna keep them for now, just in case something breaks, which it probably will. Though I do believe so far everything should work. Let's go and test it out quickly just to be sure. Alright, yep, everything seems to be working just fine. Power up, that is ID 1, ID 0, ID 0. Jump in the water, works just fine. There's also a pit there, I'm just kind of testing that out. I don't know if we want pits in the game or not, but you know, there we go. This one works. It's a little finicky. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Then, you know, we got some parkour here. The main thing that I want to address at some point is the physics, because this is just a personal opinion, but in my opinion, I don't know, they just don't feel right. They feel way too floaty. You know, floaty. So at some point I wanna change that. Oh, another thing that I need to do is, where did that go? Where did our background go? We have two different versions here, because I've been working on this on my main PC, but I also have a laptop that I do stuff on, and I have stuff synced via OneDrive, but it doesn't seem like it's synced correctly. So I suppose we can just go ahead and copy this over and we should be fine. So let's go and clear that, and let's also delete that scene. Let's delete that one. And now let's just test it again to be sure. More gravity, more jump force. Good shot. Let me read the Armenlex. God, I hope I pronounced that right. So yeah, the things that I have been tweaking are just gravity and jump force. I might tweak the running, or I guess the moving a little bit as well. But for now, yeah, we're definitely going to focus on the jump. I don't want to obviously spend like forever. It was perfect, thank you. I don't want to spend forever just tweaking numbers and seeing what happens. Though I do believe, I did hear about this one thing in Godot. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either. Where you can synchronize changes to scripts across. I believe that's turned on. Yeah. So if I change the script of the sponge here, let's see, what do we got so far? Gravity. Let's up that a bit, and then let's just try upping 1 for now, and then tweak it later. All right, feels a bit better. Let's just, let's go the full 9 yards. I keep doing that. I was literally just talking about the changes that I could be doing, and yet here I am closing the thing every time. I've gotten into that habit, and I just did it again, didn't I? Okay. Okay, that definitely feels a little less floaty. Now let's try upping. I did it again. Let's try this. Make sure to keep my hand away from there. Okay, that's... Let's bump... Okay, I need to stop doing that. Okay, we're gonna press the button, and then I'm not gonna click the X, alright? Watch. Okay, so, normal movement, jump, jump. Feels a little better. Try 1300 and 800. I'm not sure where either of those are gonna go, so let's just try them in both. Negative. Yeah. All right. Whoa. Man gets up there. That definitely feels much better, though. I will have to agree. Though we might have to decrease the jump a tiny bit. Let's try 700 and just see what happens. I'm just not even gonna bother. We're just gonna... Yeah, it definitely feels a little less floaty. Just gotta make sure the numbers are a bit farther apart from each other. And that's probably the key. We can still make these jumps pretty easily. I think, actually, we might be able to... I don't know about 3s. I suppose we can try it quickly, so let's just get rid of this quickly. Give ourselves some more room. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. 2 spaces apart. All right. Now, that's just not the thing that I wanted. That's also not the thing that I wanted. There we go. We got there eventually. All right. I need to act. Just struggling right now. I want to look at the trajectory. Yeah. I was actually one time I was reading up on what makes a good platforming character, so I might have to read through that again and kind of take their advice. All right, so here we go. There you go. It's still a little floaty. I'm about to die. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's... There we go. I'm gonna change the word game to something else eventually. Because at some point I'll implement levels, probably. So, we'll figure out all that, gameplay stuff later. Who does gameplay stuff anymore? Gameplay in your game? What are you, some kind of lunatic? All right, so let's see. We got our 1, got our 2. We cannot make the 3. We can almost make the 3. I don't really know if we want to make the 3. Oh, well, I am dead. All right. Yeah, let's go and let's tweak this a bit more. Let's increase this just a little bit. I know I said that I wouldn't be messing with numbers that much, but I'm just tweaking the little things, all right? Okay. Yep, 1 block easy, 2 block easy, 3 block fairly easy. Let's see. All right, we cannot make that jump. So I'd say our limit is probably about a 3 block jump. We can keep those physics for now. We're not really into level design just yet, because clearly I'm a master of level design. Um, so a few things that I was thinking about doing today. No coyote jumping yet. A few things that I was thinking about doing today are, let's see, I wrote them down somewhere, right? Maybe over here. Here we are. Okay, so a few things that I want to do is I want to think about, ending level, like a little thing that you touch and boom, boom, you're gone. As well as working on the way power-ups actually function. So I suppose we can go and start out with the end of the level thing. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's call this level 1 for now, alright? And then we need to rename this. There we go. We also need to come into here. And this is mostly for debug, but I'm going to keep it anyways. So, yeah. Let's see. What do we want? Okay, so let's go and make a little object boy. At some point we need to like start grouping stuff together, honestly. Alright, we'll refactor stuff later. I might not do that on stream. I don't know how much people care about that. I don't know how much people care about what I'm doing right now. But we'll deal with that in time. So let's do end level. That should work. Throw it in scenes. And then we can go ahead. Sprite. We'll figure something out for that later. Add a collision shape. All the necessities, right? So let's zoom into here. Let's go to our sprite. I'm gonna use it. So we got this. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's change him up a bit. Alright, let's give him a little bit of that something. I don't know, what color do we want? It's beautiful. Frankly, magnificent. You know, we'll throw another one. We'll throw another modulate on. It doesn't change anything, but you know, it really adds to the flavor. The flavor. Okay, so we got our boy, right? It's the boy. It's the big man. The end level, and we'll go ahead and just smack him into level 1. Let's see. No, we need this. That's not the scene that I wanted to. Okay. So now we got our end level, right? There's still kind of a mess over there. Module's my GM too. Yeah. I'm too lazy to actually like make art, so we're just gonna use the godot guy. All right. So we got our boy here, right? And so here's the solution that we came up with for the power-ups, and I feel like we could do something similar for the levels. I don't know if this is the best solution, and frankly, I don't care. But, you know. So what we can do, so if we come into the power-ups here, this is what we did, right? So we have, the power-up itself, the sprite and the collision shape. But, I did something similar to what I saw in, because I looked at one time because I was bored. I looked at the decompiled file, like game files for Five Nights at Freddy's, and there was a lot of numbers across the screen. They were all counters, and I'm assuming Scott was using them to keep track of different stuff like timers and AI and stuff. I'm not the greatest at reading ClickTeam Fusion code, which is probably why I stopped using it after spending a lot of money on it. Still regret that. But anyway, so I kind of took the same technique of just, adding an actual number. There it is. So double jump is ID 0, and whenever it gets touched, it actually gets that number. Same goes with the fire. As you can see, ID as well. And that's so we don't have to have multiple scripts for each one. They all just use the same one and read the ID. So I'm thinking we could do something similar with the levels. So like for instance, somewhere in the corner or whatever, we just slap a label, I don't know if it'll be a permanent solution, but it's definitely the best one I've ever come up with. Just saying, kind of big brain. Anyway, so let's just call it level ID. All right, and let's throw it at the very top. All right, level ID. Let's move that over there. And let's just call this, we'll do level 0, you know, we'll keep with the 0. I don't know where to put it, so we're gonna put him over there, you know, off the level. He doesn't need to be there anymore. All right, he's there, and that's pretty much all we need to know about him, is that he's there. All right, and then on here, we're gonna do scripts, get rid of this bit, then let's do like level switch. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now let me go and steal from myself. It's all right if it's plagiarized from myself, then it's probably fine. So then we pretty much just need to take that, and then now what we should do is we should add a signal here so that when a body, and we actually need a script on this first. That would be kind of useful. I can spell. Leave me alone. All right, here we are. So now when body enters it on, I don't have any convention for naming those. I just kind of come up with something at the time, and then refactoring is not my strong suit, nor is clean code. So anyways, if body dot has method, this is what we're using, movement. I might change that to use groups instead, but for right now we're gonna do that. Because of the fact that I don't have any enemies. This will definitely have to be changed later, because I'm sure enemies will also have a function. Anyways, now we have to emit a signal. Level ended. Right, this is... There we go. Alright. So now that we have level ended, oh god, struggling with commentary, which yeah. All right, so we're gonna connect this to this, right? Yeah, I'm power up entered. Okay, let's do that. So name equals player. Yeah. Another thing that I should be doing, now that I think of stuff like groups, is I should probably start adding my collision layers. So enemy, I guess item, I don't know. What else would we need? We'll keep it at that for now. Just for the, let's not. All right, so let's go and actually start sorting our stuff out quickly. So then our collision is correct. So it is a player, and it can interact with enemies and items. All right. This is a power-up. The power-up, which is an item, can interact with the player. This is the same thing. This is... feel really stupid now. Okay, let's just throw this in here. All right, probably should have changed the thing, but that's fine. So let's get the ID number. We're gonna convert it to a string there. Why are you screaming at me? Oh, we need an equal sign. I'm so dumb. I'm losing my mind. Okay, there we go. We got that. So what was it? Match? I've forgotten this already. It's match. It's match. It's match. Okay, music. You didn't have to do me like that. So level ID. Then I don't have any other levels. Yeah, I should probably work on that, actually. Here, let's go ahead and, just for testing. And then let's do... Okay. And what, oh yeah. Let's not queue free for now. Why are you screaming at me? What did I do wrong? Am I dumb? Oh, this is in the match. I knew that. Oh, shut up. Okay, I don't believe... Alright. Before I do anything, did I actually, like, finish my own code? No, I did. Okay. Oh my god, I'm losing it. Let's go and start with the whole groups thing, I suppose. So we got player and me. Item. I suppose we could probably separate item and power up eventually. But I'm not going to. So, oh. It's great. Here we go. There we go. Now it's a player. And then this can be a power up. This can be a power up. This can be an interactable. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so now potentially what we can do, not potentially, what we can do is we can go ahead and change this to, whoa, that is just too much room for what we need. There we go. We got bodies and group. What else do we need? Body is in group. Body is in that group, mate. Not sure what I'm talking about. Is in group player. And there's obviously only going to be one thing in said group. Also have this. Might as well start on this now. Obviously we can, once again, we can just change this all later if we really need to. But I don't feel like it right now. So, okay, let's try all of this. Fire activated. Power up 1, 0, 0. Obviously the power ups don't do anything right now. This still refills. This still refills. So now, if we were to come over here and touch this, it gives me not that. Oh, duh, because I'm doing... I need that, right? So here I just got... Okay, I'm losing it. Hold on. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do .text. I don't know why I'm setting it to that. Let's set it to an integer instead. Yeah, I don't know why I was setting that to a string. Okay. So now, so we get this, right? Though I suppose technically what we should be doing is we should actually be getting text up here and then changing that, which I suppose we can do up here as well. Don't know if that actually works. I don't know if you can get stuff like that immediately, but we're gonna try it anyways, and I'm sure it won't scream at me. Not at all. Wow, it didn't. I expected it to be mad. Okay. Now we need to try this out. That was a solid jump. I'm just saying, platformer god. Yeah. Current level ID is 0. 0, 0. Okay. So far we got that working. Is it the most effective solution? Do I look like someone who does effective solutions? No. God, no. Why? But, you know, it works, all right? It works, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Ah. Okay, so we got the end level done. All right. What was the other thing that I said? I've completely forgotten. Levels, maybe? I don't remember. We'll figure out something to work on. Let's see. So something I suppose we could do is we could try implementing a double jump, which I think I'd done before when there's this one time I was just messing around trying to see if I could do platformer mechanics. So, thinking about this here. This is what I'm level thing and power-ups. Yeah. So we've done the end of the level, I believe, though we should probably add in a second level just to be sure. Let's close some of this stuff for now. Okay, let's go and let's make a new level just to be absolutely sure that this is working. All right. So at some point we're gonna have to figure out, you know, how to get, if player has a power up over here, then, well, and we'll worry about that later. Okay, we're just pushing a lot of things down the road here, but I'm sure it'll work out. All right, so what do we need? This and this again. I suppose technically something we could do. Yeah, I'm thinking. We could technically just throw every single level onto this one scene. I don't know how effective that is. Probably isn't. For now, I'm gonna work with this scene by scene thing. All right, let's copy over some of the things that we want. Right? You know, we want all this. I'm sure it'll work. Wow, that actually worked. What? And then we also need our character. So let's get him over here. Don't yell at me. There, he can go there. Don't. You know, here, we'll go ahead and instance him again. All right. See, look at how happy they are now. We need a camera. Actually, that would be quite useful. There we go. We got our camera. Now we just need to send the signal. So changed water. We need to send that to the HUD. On sponge changed water. Is that what it's called? That is not what it is called. It is called sponge water changed. Because of course it would be. Why would it not? There we go. Works perfectly. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Trust me. All right. Let's throw him down there. Let's go ahead and just obliterate this. We'll change it up, all right? We're going to make it look absolutely fascinating. There's just an easier way to do this, which is to delete that, and then it's actually not an easier way to do it. We really just I'll do some more research after the stream to optimize my level creating. But for now I don't really care what the level looks like as long as it looks different from the first one, so I know that I'm not looking at the exact same scene and that something actually changed. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all this. All right. Look at that. It's great. So now we can go ahead and just draw over a few little platforms and just see what we got going. All right. So we got that. Look at that. Genius at play here. You can jump up there if you want. Then we also need to change up our water tiles so they aren't in the exact same spot. Okay. Need to come into here. let's just go ahead and do a much better tile map editor. It can't come soon enough. I did hear that they were gonna improve the tile map editor. I cannot wait for Godot 4. I'm actually pretty excited to try it, especially when it comes to like 3D stuff. I want to try more 3D stuff. I haven't really, I've like dabbled in 3D controls and stuff like that, but I haven't actually tried to sit down and make a project in it. And I heard that 3D is gonna get improved a little bit in Godot 4, so looking forward to that. Look at that, it's graceful. Great. See, I do level design, man. You just gotta trust me on this one. Yes, that's our mega pain. Yeah, that's the problem. That's another thing about about 3D that I never did, was the fact that I just don't know how to 3D model for the life of me. So, you know, that's always that's not what I wanted. That's always an inconvenience. But I feel like if I really need to, then I'll sit down and at least somewhat learn how to do it. So we might eventually dive into that later. All right. So we need to go ahead and honestly we need to delete this. And we need to change this. To be frank, I'd honestly never heard of Godot until I saw a tweet from one of those game developer YouTubers who was like, thinking about starting on that stuff can be figured out, but getting them to look good. Yeah. But it was from one of those game developer YouTubers, and he was talking about, so if I were to try, Godot, what does everyone think it's all about? And I was like, I've never heard of this Godot. What could it possibly entail? And so I looked it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, this, unlike Unity, this might actually run on my computer. And here we are. All right, so that's just not the button that I wanted to press. Let's try this button instead. Right, so here's our new scene. Here's our new level. Look at it. Isn't it great? It's the best level I've ever made. We've got some water, and that's about it. Okay, so now what we need to do is, well, for one thing, we need to change this. This isn't levels ID 0. This is level ID 1. All right, 1. So let's come over here. Let's go over here. Let's go ahead and add the level switch script. There we go. So now we need to do, and for now I'm just gonna use change scene. Once again, I'll look up some more stuff like later. Alright, so now I think that should be fine. Let's also go into here, and just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and add another end level just over here, right? So then on body entered, it goes into here, level ended should go into here. Let me make sure actually that this connects to here. That's just not where I wanted that to go, actually. So let's edit this, make sure it stays on itself. We need to connect this. This is what we need. And I didn't change the name. No, I didn't. This is, once again, big brain time. I think you probably want to change the water collision to be squares so they're automatically placed along with the water sprites. Yeah, honestly, that is... We should probably do that. Isn't there a collision thing in here, right? You just go into here, you got your tiles, and you do collision. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It's right there. It's literally right there. That is not good. Alright. It's alright, once again. Trust me. This is big brain time. Alright, so now we move on to the other one. We do that. Now we just need to make it so that you can do stuff. We'll figure that out later. I just want to get this end level thing up and running quickly before we mess with the water. So let's come into here. Let's do 1, get tree, change scene. And then we'll go ahead and push you back to level 1. All right. You're doing fine. Thanks, man. You see that this is encouragement right here. Despite the fact that I'm absolutely screwing up everything I do, I at least have some encouragement. Anyways, 0, 0. So those still work. I test those every time because I feel like whenever I do something, I'm always gonna break something. Let's come over here. Boing, boing. There we are. We're now at level 2. You can see it read the ID of the other level. I'm sure that's how that's meant to work. Now let's head over. We just need to get all these stats to carry over, which I'll figure out probably off stream. Unless I start looking stuff up on stream, which I'm sure would be eventful. You'll hear me typing in the background as nothing's going on over here. But I'm pretty sure that all works. Yep, we got current level ID. That's not what I wanted to open up. All right, let's go and deal with the water now that we're here. All right, so let's start in level 1 because we'll have to tweak this with both. So here, let's see. If we were Clutter, I don't think that matters to me. A lot of foreign words here. After all, I am a native English speaker, so I don't know what half of these words mean. Yep, I know what these do. Let's see if we can add one for water. Honestly, we're gonna change this to power up, and then we're gonna add water on. All right, we got collectible, power up, water. So now we actually have to go in to each of these power ups, and we got to tweak them. Because these aren't collectibles. These are power-ups. Oh god, why do I keep talking? Power up, yep. And we also have to come in here, make sure we can interact with all 3 of those. Now I'm pretty sure we can close these, clean up the workspace, I guess. Now let's go ahead and do stuff. Collision. All right. So we're back in level 2, despite the fact that I was starting this. We're gonna work on level 1 first, so we can test it in level 1. All right. So this is water, and it can interact with the player, and that's about it. Hit that. Why are you here? Just to make sure that these collisions are working, even though I think they would have worked nonetheless. We actually need to add the collisions onto the... Alright, watch this. Design genius. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not in Harvard yet. Anyways. So now I'm sure they'll work like we expected them to. Just jump. Oh, I was gonna jump over the power-ups. All right, so now we just need to make it so we can blop into the water. You know, blop, blop. All right. What are you saying here? Hold on. Okay, that seems kind of promising. Okay, so if we read this, if true, this tile map's collision shape will be added to the collision shape of the parent. All right, the parent has to be a collision object 2D. So, well, I'm not sure if that would work. That's not what I wanted. Do we really want to start shuffling stuff around? Here, you know what? I'm curious. Though, I'm gonna have to start looking that up. Alright, let's see. What signals does the tile map doesn't really have any signals of its own. Okay. Well, just to update everyone, what I looked up changed absolutely nothing, and I'm still in the dark. So, let's see. And I mean, besides, I still need to figure out the problem of having stuff carry over between levels. What am I trying to do? All right. So I'm just attempting to utilize, instead of just having area 2Ds, which honestly might be the best solution, I'm completely overcomplicating stuff, but I'm attempting to use the collisions inside the tile map itself, so that the player can interact with them. The problem is the player just slides right over, because obviously it thinks it's just a thing. What? Like ground, because of the collisions. See, I don't think that would help. That is not what it's not what I want. Concave. I don't think that would help either, would it? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because no, that wouldn't help. Why are you screaming at me? Oh, it's because it returns a freaking value. What if I didn't care? Okay. I'm still thinking about the idea of having let's see here. Just attempting to read some stuff on a different screen. Let's see. Okay. Like, you can use tile map to spawn enemies and stuff. Don't remember off the top of my head how to do it exactly, but you can. Use a tile map to spawn enemies. No, that doesn't help. No. I suppose something we could do is we could make it so that we could detect collision with a tile map. I don't know exactly how that would work though. Collision. This music really is not helping. No, it's coming. That's all right. If we really can't think of anything, I suppose we could just stick to this system. Because so far I'd say it works fine. Yeah, we can just here. If we come up with problems in the future, we can try and deal with it. But for now, we can just kind of come up here. Bop. There we go. It's perfect. Yeah, I think you place sprites, but then I've yeah. For now, we'll just go and keep an area here that just detects any collisions. Okay. So, I suppose the next thing that we can do is... I'm still thinking about what we could do for like level wise switching between them, if we have them all on one map or if we have different scenes, which, you know, in that case we have to I suppose something we could do here, let me try this. So if we have a 2D scene, all right, and this is called levels. Okay, you following me here? And then we add another node 2D, and this is level 1, and this contains our tile map, and then inside of that is also, you know, our where is it? Player, not as a no. What? Reparent to that. Come on, man. Dude, that's fine. Okay, so you know, and then we minimize that, right? And then, or potentially we could have stuff out here, and then the stuff inside the levels all depends on, you know, like power-ups and stuff could be in here. So for instance, we have the tile map and we have the sponge out here, but then we have power-ups inside here because those would be level specific. And then we add another node 2D. This would be level 2, right? And then we kind of keep going like that. So then when we have an end level, so like for instance, if we have an end level, then because using this system, we can still have our level IDs, right? We can still have our IDs, and so it just reads the ID of its parent, which would be level 1, and then depending on that, it would change the position of the sponge, or trigger some other event to happen, or play an animation, or whatever. What if we did something like that instead of one scene is level 1, and then you have to switch the scene, which comes with having to change all that? What is our opinion on that, everyone? By that I mean it's pretty much just this one person. But you know, we're still asking. Gotta be polite. Still don't know why Twitch does like this thing where, you know, they've got all that, you know, loot stuff on the time. I wasn't paying full attention. You have it now. All right. So as I was explaining, so instead of having level 1 is its own scene, level 2 is its own scene, each of them have their own tiles. What if we did something like this? The main thing is called levels, right? And then we got our player on its own, maybe our tile map on its own. That one might change. Then we got another node 2D that counts as a level, and it's got all, you know, the IDs level has its own end, and then we have another thing that also has its own list of power-ups and ID and end. And whenever we touch this end would check, our parents' ID, and then it would teleport, or I guess move the sponge to a different part of the map, which would count as level 2. And then in that case, we could potentially try and optimize a little bit by making it so that depending on what level you're on, the other levels would be toggled invisible. So essentially, all the levels are on their own map, which would be I don't know if that'll work entirely, but it's just a thought. So that's kind of our idea. Obviously, this doesn't really look like it, but I hope my explanation provided. Yeah, that can work. Okay, we might start doing this then, because I just worry about, having to constantly add the tiles to the next level, which I'm sure there's some kind of workaround for that, but I'd say that this system right here could potentially work as well. All right, let's go and start implementing that then. So let's go and close these out. We can actually use this bit here as a base. We might actually need this back so I can steal the tile map. Let me think. Go ahead. If it doesn't, I haven't deleted the other scenes, so we don't have to worry too much. All right. Got our sponge. Change water. Yeah, we also need the HUD. Duh. That's an instance. I keep forgetting that. And so we have our HUD, which would probably just carry over. And if need be, we can hide each one of these, Or we could potentially put them nested under like a control. Right, because these can be hidden. Yeah, you can hide those as well. Okay. Or we could potentially make it so that the control is the top, and then we do the HUD, the canvas layer, and then we do that. Oh, there's a whole lot of nesting and thinking. It's just a whole lot of thinking, which, it's summer. I kind of suck at thinking. I suck at thinking most of the time, but in summer it just really dies down. God. All right. Yep, this also brings over the level tiles with it. Obviously it doesn't bring over the water, but that's not that big of a deal. This is an absolute masterpiece, alright? You just gotta believe me. Just gotta believe me. There we go. And then I don't really care about the look, though I suppose we can almost make it look like it's kind of falling apart at the end there. I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there. All right, let's not save just yet. Here, let's build that up because it might look a bit nicer. Once again, looks don't really matter that much. But, okay, so for each level, we're gonna have our water tiles, right? Actually, I think we can have the water tiles, but then we can keep the refuel in each level. And that should work in a similar fashion. So let's keep that saved. Alright, now we need to instance the end level, which can be just put there. Level ended. Honestly, we could probably, personally, I would have each level as its own scene. This is the main scene that holds the player forward to data. Honestly, yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's oh my god, I'm such okay. Yeah, that would definitely work. Let's go and do that. Here, let's just start this little bit over. All right, so we got. Let's go and remove the stuff that's gonna be permanent from this. So here's gonna be the thing, right? So we got. I suppose we could go back to calling it game technically because that do be what it is. All right, so what? Not sure what that said. It's gone now, so I'm sure it won't hurt me. All right. So here's where we're gonna be instancing our scene for the level. So let's go and throw in all the permanent stuff. That's not what I want. Instance the permanent stuff, right? And then let's just drag him down there. He'll be fine there. Let's just. Okay, I thought I heard some like a cat. Okay, that should be fine. Let's get rid of the. Honestly, that I am hearing a cat. Hold on. We're a face cam. Not that was just a one-time thing. No, I'm buddy. Unless people really want it, which I don't think they do. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see what's going on. All right. You just there we go. We're gonna yeah. Anyways, let's head back here. All right, as we were saying. So now that we have this, let's go ahead. Oh, we can also, I suppose, we could take this over as well, though that might change. So let's kind of start putting all that stuff up here. Let's make sure that this is connected. Remember that it's called water changed. There we go. Got popcorn in my teeth. Oh my god. Hate that so much. Anyways, so we got that. So we can go ahead and get rid of those from this bit. Now all we're left with is just the tiles. So then we can have different, like, I guess, looks for tiles. You know, so we could have different settings and stuff. You know, all that jazz. So this is definitely gonna have to be tweaked a little bit. We might emit another signal, though. We'll get to that. Okay, so let's go and add a game script. We'll just call it that for now. All right. So what do we want to call? What do we want to do here? I suppose something we could do is we could get an export. You know. So what if we did this? Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. I haven't exported something in a while. I've forgotten the syntax. Hold on. It's alright. We got that. Hold on. I've forgotten the syntax. I got this. Don't tell me anything. Oh no, I remember now. It came back to me. And I didn't even look it up. I just remembered. Export pack scene something. Hold up. Alright. Each level should have a position to T for player's spawn locations. Player knows where to go. Good point. Is that where the VAR goes? Probably. Alright, I'm still not sure if this is exactly the correct way to do that. I think so, right? Am I doing this right? I don't even know if this is the most effective solution, which is pretty much what I've said the entire stream. Anyways, so we got this, right? So let's go into here. You know, we got level 1. So for now, let's just drag it in there. And then when we need to, we can just grab it. We're gonna add that position to T, 2D. All right, so we got. There we go. So let's drag that to like about there. So this is where the player can start. So now we just need to add stuff in here. There we go, level 2. So now let's drag level 2 in there. Once again, we'll figure out a better solution to that at some point. So now let's go ahead and get just in case, I suppose we could get a reference to each of the important things in here. So we have on readies, just in case we do, we'll actually need them. So I suppose on the ready function, we could start by instancing crap, how do you instance stuff again? I haven't instanced like using export or anything in forever. Okay, I'm sure if I read this little bit here, it will come back to me. There we go. I remember now. So let's do var. Actually, now that I remember correctly, don't these normally get capitalized? My favorite function, instance. Auto-loaded singletons. The term sounds familiar after I screwed up something earlier, though I would have to look it up again. To be completely honest, I'm just gonna, I closed the window for the thing that I was looking at. There we go. This is what I want. Level, and then we want to do player dot. Guess we could do transform. Might have to do global transform though. Level. Let's see. So we're gonna have to get player start from here, which I'm sure we'll figure that out again. You know, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna look up what you did. Auto. Store persistent information. Yeah, I believe this was a similar problem to what I had with the water bar. Doing a lot of reading. You can use a master scene that loads and unloads singleton, like a script that immediately loads. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I used to always just call it global. This is, yeah. Okay. So, I suppose, couldn't we technically... We Because you can, yeah, you can do scenes in here as well. I suppose you could technically just load the levels as auto loads, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll have to deal with that in a second. Game. For now, we need like... How would you do that again? Yeah, we could do get node, right? So, can you use this here, or would you have to use get node? Is that what that's called? Okay. Yeah, I guess for now we can go and try it. We actually need to make it so that this is the thing that starts. Wouldn't that be in probably debug somewhere? Yeah, here we are. Gonna make that the main scene. Totally can load the scenes in Glow, then you need memory. Yeah. That's a good start. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright, let's read through this quickly. If I had to take a guess, it's probably something that I did. And I think it might be because of the fact that potentially the scenes aren't loaded yet. Okay. So, when on earth did that happen? Okay, we've gotten farther down. Transform. Okay, it might be that. Well, yeah. The scene loaded. I should probably do. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I really care about, actually. So you got this here. Him here. Variables and glow references to objects, so I can do stuff like glow, that player, that receive, that. Oh yeah. Why did I? The game is not working. Why would I want to do that? Okay, I'm curious. Let's see. So we have this, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, that don't look right. That don't. Jesus Christ. It's all right. We got this. Okay. So I'm curious, are we actually getting the correct position? So let's try this. right? And just curious, why is it moving? Okay. Great. Now, gonna need a bit more from you. We just like falling through the floor? Or is potentially something, is this not loading? I mean, it shows that it is. Okay. These have collision, right? I'm not going crazy. Use global position instead of local position. Okay. I did that originally, I thought, though. Am I going insane? Let's try it over here first. And let's try it on the other side first. I didn't try it on the other side, so that's probably it. Gonna try it on both. Transferring one slow position. Okay. So I'm curious then. What if we were to just throw the player all the way up there, right? I'm in remote, right? For some reason I wasn't. Yeah, that's... So the level is here. Okay, what if we did this? No, wait. I did move him down, though, right? Okay, so what if we make it so he doesn't fall? Where's he gonna be now? He is at position 0, 0. Are you sure? Are you positive? Because maybe it's behind the tile. That's it. That is it. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's it. Though that doesn't explain what we saw earlier. But, you know, just for the heck of it, let's go and try it. Okay, so z-index. Haven't messed with this too much before, though. If I do... Let's set him to 1. Well, he's definitely there. And he's definitely not falling. That would be the solution, wouldn't it? It's times like these when I wish I was 1, old enough to drink, and 2, there was a barn in the town where I live. Anyways, so there we go. Oh, why isn't he falling? I disabled that, don't worry. I turned it off to make sure that I was trying to figure out where he was. It's fine. That was intentional. That bit was intentional. That I did not know. I don't really know that much, to be fair, but this I did not know that this changed based on that changed collision. Yeah, I disabled gravity to see, where he would end up as soon as we started. Um but Jesus Christ. So I'm sure nothing else works now, right? That huh. Something actually, except for the fact that the camera isn't following me because it's not the current. These are big brain times, all right? These are big brain times. But I'm sure this won't work, and it did. Okay, well, I know the end level isn't going to work because I haven't tweaked that yet, but so far, it looks like everything else works. I'm pretty sure... Okay. So yeah, what we need to do then is when we touch the end of the level there, we need to make it so that it doesn't send a signal to here, it sends it somewhere else. Alright. But so far, this is I'd say that this is working. Let's see what this does. We don't have, yeah, that's not a thing. I completely forgot to add that into level 2. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So dumb. Alright, so we need to delete this, and this. We need to close that for one. And now we need to add the player start. Let's copy that, just paste it over, throw it like there, I guess will work. There we go. So let's try this. Okay. All looks good. Still surprised the water bar works. Surprised that actually any of this works at all. Let's see. Yep, there we go. I'm pretty sure if we press E, it's probably going to take me back to the first level. Yep. Because of what I did here. So let's honestly just get rid of that. We don't need it. Okay, so I think so far we have a level. It's a level thing. So now we need to make it so this emits a signal, or we could do some other weird stuff, like for instance, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's fine. Suppose we could do, I don't know, could we? I suppose, I don't know if making this a global would work. I mean, it might. Problem is, we don't know where to send this when it's not in the scene tree itself. Isn't there a connect? Isn't that a function, actually? Connect? It's not a function, it's a method, but... Connect. Connects a signal to a method on a target object. So, in the game here, if we were to... I just need to figure out how to use this exactly. It can only be connected once to a method. So basically what I'm thinking here is, instead of using the menus, what if we use the function equivalents, right? So we have emit signal, which we already do in here anyways, and then we have, connect. I still don't know if that's a great way to do it, nor do I know how to do it, but so, because I'm not sure exactly where to put it. All right, back to Google. Yep, sure is a lot. Okay, here we are. Connect signals via code instead of using the editor. This is necessary when you create nodes or in that word inside of a script. Let's use a different node here. All right. So we're getting that. So in that case, what we could do is over here in game is while we're doing this, we can get we can do this, right? So we got, I guess, var end level equals, actually, isn't this a thing that you can do? So yeah, a type for the class variable. So this would be a, right? And then can I leave it like that? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm messing with stuff that I've never done before, so don't yell at me. All right, so let's do end level is equal to level. Okay, so now we actually have, just give me a second. Sorry about that. My mother came in to show me a box of cereal. Anyways, so we actually have a reference to end level now. So now, the thing is we're doing this all in the ready function, so we're gonna have to figure out. I suppose we could actually throw this into a different function, right? So if we were to do, let's put this before ready. Punc. And let's do. All right. So essentially, when we run get level, right? Is get level the best name? Let's do prepare level. Yeah, that sounds interesting. So let's come up here, right? And let's basically do this. And let's replace LVL with level. Okay. Okay. Are we reading me here? Probably not. Prepare level, and we're gonna send over this. Okay, we're sending it over. And level. And so then we can do connect. So let's do connect. We might actually, I don't know. Do we do this here? I don't remember where we put this. I'm trying to remember where we put this. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, the cat is doing. I'm gonna be right back once more, guys. Alright, I can't tell if I'm going insane or if there's an actual cat being annoying. Anyways, so let's see. Self. So the target. Target. So line reason, so we connect to. So that's the signal here. So let's type in. Okay. And then target would be, I suppose it would be this script, right? And then we're gonna call the function on I suppose here, what do we do over here, honestly? On end level, level ended. Not sure if I'm doing this right, but yeah, on level ended. Okay, so now that they're connected, I believe all we need is that there, and then we can kind of just steal that. Yoink. I will delete that script in a second. Just paste that in. So we need to get on level ended. We need to level ended. How do we send over stuff? Okay, I think we do it in this. Maybe, right? Possibly, potentially. I don't know if any of this works. I'm just kind of typing stuff and praying that it'll work eventually. So, you know. So if the current level ID is God, it's starting to hurt my head. Okay, you know what? Because of the fact that I'm struggling with talking, we've been going for quite a while. I guess start here. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So far, I'd say we've made a lot of progress. We've done quite a few optimizations. I didn't really come up with any of the ideas. Arminlex. I think I pronounced it better the first time. Thanks, man. See you later. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, buttons down below. Go to YouTube, which is where I make most of my content. Buttons down below. Still don't know what I'm going to do for Saturday. Don't think my upload schedule is going to last very long. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!